What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of House Flipper. As always, if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Today, we're going to be picking up where we left off on the Lousy Contractors job. This is going to be part 2 now, and it looks like we've only completed 69% of this job, which is just perfect. I came back to the main screen here because I couldn't for the life of me remember the dude's name. It is Benjamin. So now that we know that, we're going to resume where we left off. We're back, baby. So we have almost $28,000 left in our budget. I don't even know where I want to start with this thing. I guess we could start in the biggest room. I don't know what this one's actually going to be. Maybe a living room slash dining area, because the kitchen is really, really small. And honestly, I don't think the kitchen needs all that much work compared to the rest of the house. And then we also have this weird little like breezeway just leading to the outside world over here. So I don't know what they want us to do in here either, but I guess we'll figure that out in due time. The first thing I want to tackle is this staircase, because we have, I think, a dark colored floor upstairs, and I want to say we're going to use the same floor for the main floor as well. So I'm thinking if we can keep the staircase, like the baseboard or the planking of the staircase, dark brown, we might be able to match the white trim of like the windows and the doors and stuff. That's kind of where I'm at anyways. Let's try her out. So we're gonna click renew. So dark wood, we have black wood, chocolate beech, cool mahogany, and wenge. Wenge is like too purpley. I don't think that really works. Cool mahogany, a little bit too pale. Chocolate beech is almost too red. So I guess our only option here is gonna be dark wood. And then we'll try the white railing. We'll see what we think about that. I don't think that's too terrible. It looks like they do want us to paint this entire room white as well, so the white railing might actually be a little bit too much white in the space. But what the heck is this, dude? Why do we have this random little landing here? Is this like a cat perch or something? I mean, okay, a dog could not reach this thing, but a cat, I could see a cat lounging up here, you know, sunbathing throughout the day. But nonetheless, now what they want us to do is paint the entire room white, so I'm gonna tackle that real quick. See you guys here in a sec. All right, now that we've got a fresh coat of white on the walls, it looks like we have 2 new little orb things. I'm not really sure what to call these, but looks like we're actually going to be able to start incorporating some of the paintings that Benjamin was requesting. In the previous episode, I believe we focused mainly on the plants for Naomi. So now we actually get to put some paintings up in here. I'm kind of feeling anything as long as it doesn't look like a Thomas Kincaid, and thankfully none of these do. I'm gonna hang this one up. Kind of like that. Oh, and we can do the gold frame. Naomi really liked the gold stuff, so we can kind of incorporate that down here for them. I like this one. It looks like, you know, beachy. Since we're in like a coastal house, we have like a canal. So we'll put that one there, and then we have another option, probably another painting. Sure as heck. I'm gonna do this one. Nice little field. Again, gold frame on this. Put that one right there. They're at least level. I think if we could put a couch here, that might look pretty nice, but we'll see what else they want us to do. So that does it for the orb things in this space, I guess. All right, let's move on to the floor. Oh, thank God, dude. So we're gonna be able to use, thankfully, the same floor tile that we used for most of the upstairs everywhere except for their bedroom. Again, not my design decision, so I would have not let this fly, but that's what they wanted, so that's what they're getting. But downstairs, thankfully, we're gonna be using the same exact tile, so everything should really mesh and flow pretty well, I'm thinking. Drag it all the way out to there. There we go. Got it in that doorway. I think I'm going to do the other doorways as well. We'll do this one, the one leading to the bathroom, and then the one leading to the kitchen as well. With any luck, we'll be doing the same floor panel in there, but you never really know. I'm just now looking at the staircase again, and I wish we could pick a different wood color. At least this is the closest one that we have to the floor, of course. But even if we went with the white one, I just feel like that's too much white. We have the white from the railing, we have the white from the windows, the walls. It would be a little bit extra, I think. So we'll just leave it as it is. And rather than starting on the furniture, I think we're just gonna move into the next room, and then we'll hopefully do all the furniture at the tail end of things. So let's move to this room. This one's kind of weird. I just can't imagine what they're gonna have us do in here. Oh, of course, a different floor tile. Great. It's not bad. If they're trying to use this as like a mud room, I could see that working, or at least making a little bit more sense. You know, you don't want to track dirt in on your nice hardwood floor. It'd be best to do something like that on tile. So that's what they had us do for the floor. Let's move to painting again. We got to paint this whole room white. Also, I feel like I have to mention this, but the new soundtrack that came along with the Luxury Flipper DLC is actually really good. It's almost a little bit more relaxing than the original soundtrack, and it kind of makes me want to fall asleep sometimes, but I'm not complaining, okay? Not complaining at all. It's got a good vibe to it, very jazzy. Painting complete, and it looks like all that we're left with now is furnishing for this room. Dude, how are we supposed to fit anything in here? That better be like super skinny stuff. It looks like the shelving units anyways are fairly skinny. That'll be interesting. Really interested to see how they have us lay out that room. Let's move now to the bathroom. We're gonna start with wall tiles. So they have 2 wall tiles they want us to use. It looks like these, and then this sort of, it's not a subway tile. I don't know what that is, I guess. What are they having us do for floor tile? Okay, so we're matching the tile right here with the floor now. I gotcha. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. The rectangles are actually smaller on the wall tile for whatever reason. I can kind of see what they were going for here with the matching wall and floor tiles, but I just don't think it works for the corner that the toilet sits in. So I'm gonna move it just to the right here where the shower is going to be, and I think we should actually install the shower first so we know like how far we have to take the tile and so on and so forth. So let's buy this shower, see what one they're having us go with. Oh, nice. It's the one without the backing, or the glass, or whatever you want to call that. Oh my God, I was having the hardest time trying to get this shower installed, and then I realized I didn't unscrew any of these fittings. So now that we've done that, we should be able to install this thing. So we're gonna place that down right there. We go. Showers are kind of difficult to place sometimes because the ghost, like when you're trying to place it down, sometimes floats. Like you can see here, the panels are actually floating. You have to install them and set them down. So it's kind of difficult to line this up correctly from the get-go, but there you guys have it. We finally got her done. So let's grab these tiles and let's at least try to see what it would look like if we had the backsplash of the shower match the floor. Okay, not too bad. We got a bit of an overhang here on this right side, but I don't think that looks horrible. All the other stuff, I'm gonna try to just do in this darker tile. We'll see how it ends up looking. Oh yeah, dude, that looks really good. Okay, let's turn on the lights though so we can kind of see a little bit better. Now that we've got all the gray on the walls, the space is a little bit darker. But let's move on to the sink. See what they're gonna have us use here. Another new type of sink. I can appreciate all the new sinks. We were kind of lacking. I'm kind of digging this granite countertop look. I think that'll match the wall tiles pretty well. Let's get this thing mounted up. We'll see what we think about it. Yep, that is super nice, dude. Very elegant looking. Okay, and I said I wasn't gonna do the furniture until the very end, so I think we're gonna just have to move on to the next room before I completely finish the bathroom. That next room being the kitchen, of course. So what do we have in here? We gotta finish the paint. That's to be expected. What were they doing with this? What is that? Is that like bad drywall, or is that an actual like wall tile they were trying to do for a backsplash? Dude, that looks horrible. Oh no, that's a full-on backsplash. Check this out. Yep, there she is. There she is. Oh, we can do a half and half though. I like that. I think that's what they were using in here, was it not? Yeah, because you have the drywall on the top side and then you have whatever the heck this is supposed to be on the bottom side, dude. It looks like someone threw up on the wall and just smeared it all in. And we're like, yep, that's good. That's a good look. This is not a good look, you guys. Not a good look, but not our house. So we don't really get to call the shots on this one. And just so we can move around a bit easier, I'm just gonna kind of relocate some of the existing cabinetry that didn't get installed for whatever reason. And what I want to do with the backsplash is really just continue kind of what they had started. Basically just putting the backsplash right behind any spot that has a counter in front of it. So all the way to the edge just like that. We'll even complete it up to the window right there and over here as well. And then here's the part where I'm kind of conflicted. I don't know if we should take it all the way to the oven or if we should just stop it at this corner right here. I want to try it. If we don't like it, we can just paint over it. It's not that big of a deal. There we go. All the way to like right there. I think that actually works, dude. We'll drop our remaining tiles and then sell them off. Now the next thing we have to do is, of course, paint the rest of the room in a white. So we're gonna tackle that next. All right, just like that, dude, we got all the walls finished up. Again, I'm just not really a fan of the vomit smeared walls, but we'll move on to the next thing, which is gonna be the flooring. We got some very decorative floor tiles here. I really like these, honestly. I say that now, but let's see what it looks like when the entire floor is made out of these things. Oh no. Oh no. It's not my first choice, but it's kind of a look, I guess, very luxurious. Gotta keep in mind, this is the luxury DLC, so things are gonna look a little not necessarily our taste, per se. And it looks like all the remaining things are just new objects, new furnishings and stuff, so I think we're ready to move back out to the main room here. Do we not have any lights? We don't have a single light. Hopefully they have us add a few of those, and a front door might be nice as well. But now, I think we're finally ready to go through and furnish the rest of the house. So I'm gonna go ahead and tackle this, and I will see you guys here in a sec. Ladies and gentlemen, the deed is finally done, and we have almost $14,000 left of our original budget. So let me walk you guys through each design decision that I made and sort of why I did things the way I did. First off, starting with the front door. I'm the type of person that if you tell me something, like the tiniest little detail, that's all I'm going to remember. So when Naomi said she really likes green, I kind of took that to a bit of an extreme, if I'm being honest. So they now have a green front door. Who doesn't want a green front door? We have a huge open floor plan here in the living room. And as expected, it did also incorporate a sort of dining room area. It's not like super extravagant, super luxurious looking, but it is a dining room nonetheless. And I really, really liked this coffee table. I didn't know this thing existed. It's probably new with the DLC, but I see videos for this type of stuff all the time. People doing like wood turning things, but then they also have like this epoxy sort of resin that they can color. Some people will even add like RGB lighting underneath the epoxy so you can have some cool lighting effects going on. That's not what this table is, but it's kind of similar. And of course I went with the green accent because, you know, why not, right? The couches are pretty basic. We kind of have the same Monstera leaf pillows that we used upstairs in their master bedroom. And then we have, I think this is a Jucca plant. We have 2 of those in here. You guys already saw the painting, so I'm not going to cover that again. A bookshelf, a nice little, I don't even know what you'd call this. I guess entryway storage device. That's what I'm going with. And then somebody mentioned to me, they said that they can't wait until I see or do the room. Now, I'm pretty sure I've found the room because this was the most miserable process to try to configure these cabinets in a decent way. If we enter in this room from the outside, you guys can see it's just kind of walls of cabinets, and they're very subtly broken up with these 2 benches here. But man, this was a really, really hard choice because you only have so many wide cabinets. You also only have so many skinny cabinets like these ones here. So I really tried to put those around the skinny openings around this window here. I think that worked. But then originally on this backside, I actually had these cabinets over here. Everything felt really, really cramped, and having just switched those 3 things around, I think it actually opened it up a fair amount and made it look a little bit better. But for the person that was wondering how I was going to configure this room, this is how I did it. Hopefully it makes sense. I'm assuming you did something similar because there's only so many things you can do in such a tight space. But now let's move on to the next room, which is going to be the bathroom. I also love the doors. I will admit I love the doors. I'm not super crazy about the bathroom door having glass at the top so people can peek in on you and see what you're up to in there. But in the bathroom, you guys kind of saw this already. I really only added 3 new things. We have a soap dispenser here, a mirror that again does not properly align with the sink. It's a little bit too big, but that's all right. Then we also have a towel over here, and I think the other thing I added was the toilet paper holder. But other than that, you guys kind of already saw that room. So we'll move on to the final room of the house, which is the kitchen. I know I said I didn't really care for this sort of vomit-inspired tile that they were putting on the walls, but looking back, it actually does make a bit more sense because the fireplace actually utilizes that same texture. So it sort of ties the living room into the kitchen a little bit. And again, with the green, dude, she should have just never told me about the green thing. Like half the stuff we put in this house has a green accent color, or gold, like this this oven here. The door does open up into the refrigerator, which I absolutely hate. I would have probably left this open. Honestly, if we could make some changes here, I would have just completely gotten rid of the doorway and made this all one big open space, kind of having the kitchen flow into the dining room and have that lead into the living room. I feel like that would have made more sense, but that's not our call to make. I did also have to extend that vomit tile over just a little bit because I didn't realize we had more cabinetry to add, and the fridge as well. So I think that actually looks okay, aside from the fact that it looks like vomit, of course. And we didn't have to add any new lighting fixtures in any of these rooms, I think, except for the living room, right? Yeah, we didn't do anything new in there. Certainly didn't do anything new in there. So it must just have been these 3 lights in here. I actually really like these ball chandeliers. I think those look really nice in here. And we were able to go with a gold, which Naomi, of course, loves. I wasn't able to align the TV perfectly in the center of the fireplace either, but I think that's negligible. And that about wraps it up for the Lousy Contractors house. I kind of wish we were able to, you know, use our weed whacker and our lawnmower and stuff, because I still want to be able to take care of the people's yard for them. You know, that was a big DLC way back in the day, the Garden Flipper DLC. So kind of a bummer that they've almost locked all of our existing abilities. But now that we've completely finished this property, let's go ahead and turn it over to the lovely couple that paid us to come in and do what we do. Oh, dang, dude, we're gonna get 29 big ones from this. That's huge. That's huge. Are you kidding me? We did do a lot. We basically finished the entire house for them and furnished it as well. The before and after pictures, I kind of goofed because I did leave the property. I was hoping to do another episode just yesterday, but unfortunately, things happened, and now we're doing it today. So I did have to leave. That's why the before and afters aren't actually before and afters, if you know what I'm saying. Dude, the trees moved? What the heck was that? Now that we're back at home, I think this is the perfect time to wind the episode down. So if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.